Hello and welcome back to High Five Garage. I wasn't sure if I was going to film anything else besides putting the motor back in and getting it running, but screw it. I'm just going to film anything and everything if I feel like it. So, motor we are going to put onto an engine stand and start getting everything resealed, oil pans, front cover, stuff like that. I'm just, while it's out, might as well as make it not leak, hopefully at all, but as much. So, and then from there we'll go and start bolting on the trans, getting her ready to put back in. Also, I did send the tubular manifold out to get Cerakoted, so can't wait for that to get back and see how that does. I've never gotten something done, so it should be pretty cool. Okay, so first thing I want to do on the motor is address all this leaky bits. It's either coming from the upper oil pan or the front cover. I've messed with both at one time. I've replaced the front cover because of an oil pump. So that's what we're going to do first. I need to drain the oil and then start removing them. Lower, upper, and then front cover, and then repeat putting them back in. Got to loosen the belt, take off the crank pulley, valve cover because there's 2 bolts on the inside, and then everything comes off. I got the crank pulley off. Now it's time to start undoing the oil pans. All the bolts on the bottom, around there. And yes, I did drain the oil. Alright, took a bit and, missed a few steps, but it is fully torn down. Did have to take out the cast, disconnect the pickup tube little arm. I had to remove the water pump pulley itself. It was in the way. But it's all tore down. Time to put it back together. Now that I got everything clean, I can actually start reassembling it. Everything is nice and clean. No gaskets, just a little bit of RTV. Let it set, tighten it down, good to go. Let's get this thing back together. All right, she is all sealed back up. Got the pans on, got the front on. It was a pain getting this front on, but it's all good, got it. It's all sealed. Now, I'm gonna replace the front main just in case it was leaking out of there. I'm gonna address a crack on one of the mounts, work on my alternator bracket a little bit because I made it and it's, just has its issues. And just do some cleaning on the block. And then after that, start assembling the transmission. So you can see this mount is not doing too well. So I'll take it in, weld it up, give it a little bit of paint, put it back on. Motor mount is all fixed. and has a fresh coat of paint on it. Now time to put the crank pulley back on and figure out what my alternator's doing. And there you go, the motor is all back together. Nice, refreshed. Hopefully she doesn't leak. I did clean up the block quite a bit, and it looks so much better. Onto the transmission now, swapping everything over and grinding so it fits correctly. So we got the two CD009s here. The differences I can already tell is I shaved right there, kind of smooth it all out. Turbo! The top I shaved as well, which I'm actually going to do more because I can see it was still hitting, and this has no structural part anyway. I might cut down the vent tube so it correctly fits. Looks like I did a little bit here, some on the side, a little bit right there it looks like I did, maybe some here, and then start transferring over all the sequential stuff, which I know there's washers inside of here. I got to take out the springs and the little rods, and of course I got to transfer this over. I think that's it besides actually sealing the plate on, so I'm just gonna get to grinding. All right, I got everything ground down on the CD09. Got the sequential bracket all bolted up. Everything's all ground down. I did do a little more this time than the other one, so hopefully I get a little more clearance out of it. But she's ready, just needs the bell housing adapter to go to the Sr20. I'll clean it up, put it on, put the motor and trans back together, slap her back in the car. Oh yeah, I do want to clean the engine bay while I'm, have the capability. But besides that, almost back together. Now that the engine bay is clean, we can finish putting the CD09 together. We got the Mazworks adapter, we got a Nissan OEM gasket. Just got to take off the front cover and replace it with the adapter. The bottom bolts, you always have to put RTV on or they will leak. So make sure you do that. It's the two Allens on the bottom. I like to put them on those and those just in case. But yeah, let's get to it. And don't forget the trans mount. And tranny is on. Now, put the starter in and then put her up in the car. And with a little bit of movie magic, and the motor is in. She is back in her home, all bolted up. Just gotta put it back together. Such an easy process. And I think we'll do that one more time, just because everything has already been explained. How I take it apart, how I put it back together. It's just the reverse. So, and she's all back together. Got everything back together. I did have an issue with the clamp on the turbo. Besides that, you can see manifold looks really good. Fans hooked up. Only thing now is fluids. I did fill up the trans already. I got to put the cover on the turbo, the heat shield, and that's about it. She's done. So let me put the fluids in and then we'll start her up. See how she does, take her for a rip. See if she's got 5th and 6th now. So, hope it does. Gotta do some of the good. Always put that Valvoline in. First start. Let's see how it does. The only thing that could be off is timing, possibly.
Yeah.
Because I took the CAS out and I was not smart about it.
The what?
Cam angle sensor.
Oh.
Yeah. But let's start. Ugh! That's neutral.
Yay! Alright, so here's what's going on. Brad's got the car out. We're gonna run down to the Icy Mart, which is our favorite local like Quickie Mart gas station thing. It's not actually a gas station, but it's like a convenience store. I don't know what to do with the camera, so it's just gonna be floating around in the car. Oh, there's Brad. Okay.
Voyage.
Yeah, well, that's the end of my aside. We're gonna take the car out. Bye.
Alright, maiden voyage, new trans. What's gonna happen? It's got reverse. We know that.
Oh, I didn't even see your
Sequential?
well, no, your gasket that you made there. That's
They sell a nice seal, but it covers up the sequential. I'm like, what's the fun in that? Okay, we got 3.
What, you couldn't get it into 5th in the driveway?
I could have. God, better.
Yeah, not make the stop sign.
Smell something.
Is that all of them?
Something smells like it's on fire, but
I don't see any smoke. I see an icy part though.
and it's not grinding.
Pull in that bad boy. Let's get a rebel.
$100 CD009, bud. It could just be the manifold breaking in. I don't know.
Is.
I don't know how Cerakote breaks in.
Yeah, what it smells like.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna say it's manifold. What does Cerakote smell like? Let's see if we can cook that. Oh god. Okay. $100 CD009. Love it.